All right, we back in here. Another night, another stream. I said that it would be the last time we did Octopath, at least for the remainder of the week, and so it is. Today we're doing Battle Chasers Night War. If you've never heard of Battle Chasers, it's like it was this RPG that came out, I think, either 2 or 3 years ago. It's based on this. This is super obscure. It's based on this old comic book from like '98 that was done by the writer artist Joe Madureira. He used to do X Men and other stuff. He got like super big in the late '90s. This was during an era where they had like a heavy focus on like artists over writers, which is not necessarily a bad thing because it is a visual medium. Uh, and so you had a lot of comic books that were like really over the top and in your face, and this was one of them. The problem was a lot of artists um, couldn't necessarily stick to deadlines very well. And I mean, like, it's hard work, so I get it. Like, that makes a lot of sense. Um, they had so much power that they could afford to just be, and they were making so much money, they could afford to just be like, you know. Plus, like, comic books, not the most lucrative industry, right? You get into it because of the love, but like after a while, if you have another job that pays vastly more, you do that instead, right? So Joe Mad did, I want to say, 9 or 10 issues, maybe like nine and like an extra or something like that, ash can or something like that. He did like 9 issues of this thing, and we never got another issue. And then out of nowhere, a couple of years ago, they just randomly announced that they were going to make a video game out of this, and that was going to be the way forward for this franchise. And I never really read the comic book. That's not true. I read it. I don't really remember it. The thing that stood out about it was like the giant robot, the giant sword, the chick with the giant tits, and the little girl with the giant glove. So a lot of giant stuff, basically. This is where you get the kind of oversized everything. Like Joe Mad was very influential in that kind of in that respect a little bit. So we're gonna get into it. I don't know anything about this game. If I get my shit pushed in, I warned you. I fucking warned you. Where are we starting? What? Oh, never mind. I know what's going on.
Years have passed since the great warrior and leader of men, Aramis, vanished. Left behind were his mighty gauntlets, artifacts of untold power, giving their wielder the strength to move mountains, as the stories were told. Also left behind was his daughter, Gully. She discovered her father's gauntlets, setting in motion the events that would make her a target of great importance and bring her into the company of her greatest defenders. Nolan, the wise and mighty wizard, whose tongue is as sharp as his wit. His mysterious companion, Calibretto, a war golem of immense power. Garrison, a swordsman, once brother in arms to Aramis, now sworn to protect his only living kin. And the rogue, Red Monica, who can be foe as quickly as friend. Together, they have traveled the capital lands while defending Gully from those who seek the power of her gauntlets for themselves. Nolan, on a personal quest to learn more about mana, which fuels the world's magic and technology, has led the group towards a mysterious landmass known as the Crescent Isle. There, vast reserves of mana were once rumored to exist. As they approach the island, they quickly discover why so little is known about the area.
If this game sticks, we'll do it tomorrow, and I'll do research on it. Because I've done literally nothing. I just decided to try it.
waiting for? Shoot back!
With what? It's a stealth ship.
This is stealth?
Just do something.
It's always on me, ain't it?
Responsible for this art.
These kids don't know how easy they've got it.
We're being boarded!
Gully, get below deck.
You break easier than I do, remember?
More incoming, port side!
Oh no!
Gully, what?
Gully,
I've got you. All right, Red. Looks like it's just me and,
Well, alright.
figures.
You made it. Or at least I did. Greta? Garrison? Please be nearby. Oh. You already, like, half hope? Why? What is this to be difficult? No? Oh, that's my bad. Equipment 75 and 50. And this is legacy. Neat name for a weapon. Skills, ground smash, charges, suggestions. Willie has been on a long quest to find the missing father Aramis. His most prized possession was the pair of gauntlets he left behind, which he used to fearsome effect on the field of battle. He gives her incredible power, but also put her in great danger. He's not the only one who knows about power. Okay. Three. So this is a very pretty game. That cutscene was garbage, but you're awake.
Rhino, you're alright.
yes. Are you feeling better? You've been resting for a few hours.
I guess I wasn't completely prepared for that cannon blast. Was I dreaming or did you leap off the ship to catch me?
I did.
How'd we make it down in one piece?
Nolan. We fell through a portal he opened, placing us on the ground with only minor injuries.
Then what happened to him?
We don't know.
And Garrison? Monica?
Garrison fell through the portal as well. Monica appears to be missing, along with Nolan.
Monica left us.
Then let's get moving. They could be hurt.
Garrison already went ahead to search for them. Are you sure you're well enough to move?
I'm so woozy, but we don't have any time to waste. I'll be fine.
First, allow me to further heal your wounds.
I knew it was a good idea not to
Then
heal
we will
myself.
meet Garrison.
Each party member has their own unique dungeon skills. Swap out the active party member in order to use each ability to explore and interact with the world. You can open the compendium and check the skill section to see each hero's dungeon skills. Calibro's dungeon skills will heal the party. Try swapping to works for me. sure I was broke to start out. Drink scout tunic. Next to these piles of bones was a sprawled man, awoke in the night. Didn't realize what happened to Rachel until it was too late. Look at her eyes. It was like she'd never seen me before. She gored me real good before I could react. It was ever since finding that mana and that crack in the ground. I shouldn't have taken it so close to her. They die, huh? Rough out. No shit. I would match. What's that? Wait. To get more info about the boss or debuffs in combat or in a dungeon. That's poison doesn't stick after you when you fight, which is good. While the heroes are knocked out, they will find themselves near back to health at the end, but at the cost of some gold. Garrison went northeast looking for Monica. No, we should head back direction. I'm sure they're fine, but we should hurry just in case. Acknowledge. One letter's on the top of the side reads Talon Cross. Plank pointing east says Highway Village. The next is not anymore. Car script to the holy shit! Highway Village. Nah, bro. We done with that. I will not enjoy this fight. kind of a JRPG. I can kind of see that. But also, it definitely has its roots in like regular like D&D type RPGs. Because like, I do feel kind of underpowered compared to like most JRPGs. That may not be true. It may turn out to be not true later. But I get this feeling that there won't be a lot of like. Maybe a level up. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll find out.
Gully, I'm glad you're all right. What you did during the airship battle, shielding the cannon blast.
You would have done the same for me?
Maybe, but with messier results. You're a brave kid, but remember, we don't fully understand the power of your father's gauntlets. You have to be more careful with them.
I had no choice.
No, I guess not.
I believe he was trying to thank you. Have you found any sign of Monica or Nolan?
I haven't. And this village looks long abandoned. There are lights on the horizon. To the east. Might be a town.
We should investigate. If they survived, they likely headed that direction.
What do you mean if? Nolan saved us. He can save himself. And Monica too.
You're probably right. Let's go find them.
Said if y'all fell out of a giant fucking airship, who knows how far to the ground? If. Let's see. Handwritten journal entry was scrawled at parchment. General Xavier returned from the main front last night. Because he came in darkness, few got a good look at him, other than to say he seems well. The wars elsewhere have taken their toll on the outpost, with ranks thinning and our defensive practices becoming lax. Okay, so this is like a game board, which I get. I respect that. But it's also a little hard to get around. Like, you can't maneuver how you want, which sucks. But, you know, I get it. What? Yeah, it's not a JRPG without freaking buttons. Overcharge is red next to your modifier. It's generated by using regular actions. Overcharge is consumed in place of mana, used for bonus effects and certain abilities. Goes away after combat though, so make sure you use it while you can. I believe the town we spotted is just north of it. Perhaps we should head there before exploring further. Gretel is right. Let's head there first. Stand when people can get there. I want to level up, yo. Exactly. Make that happen. Hey, I can't stand when games be like, look, we want you to go here first, so fuck what you trying to do. Oh, word? That sounds good. Nature's Boon and Twig Fist. I don't know what it is. We'll find out in a second. Deals 34 damage to the target. Fast and cool. The next 3 turns, anytime an ally receives one, it deals a 3 health. Alright, I got what I need. All I want to work for. Other than that, we can go down to this. I'm sure we'll be back around for that. Let's go through the village. I see a few lights, but no people. Where are they? Bang on a few people. Great. A well-made sign hangs from an oiled guardrail on the door. It reads, "Out to lunch." Well, well. We have a fresh band of adventurers loose here in the Vale. Experienced ones, no less. We've seen our share of battles. And you? Huh. I have. Go by the way you hold your blade, not the same kind. Let's just say my foe are the wilder kind. The name's Rob, Beastmaster. As I see it, the only foes worth fighting are the untamed. And lucky you, this island is littered with them. So we've seen. The slimes and bats in the woods around town? No, we're in for worse than that. We're looking for lost friends, not hunting for trophies. Indeed, when you get lost on this island, rescue mission or not, you could use some basic advice to survive here. Take this bestiary journal. Track the creatures you fought. You'll find doing so rewards you with insight into their strengths and weaknesses. Survive long enough, and I'll point you to a more worthy test. You may find it necessary when searching for your friends, anyhow. The search will be brief, we'll make sure of it. Then we'll be gone as quickly as we arrive. I've heard that before. Don't get killed, adventurers.
Make it back.
Heavy iron tools, radiant currents, proliferation of metal tools strewn about. I told you this must be a smith's shop.
You're the town smith?
Right. Who the hell are you?
That's a rough way to greet strangers.
Being strangers, you don't know how rough we get around here.
I suppose we're gonna learn quickly.
Aye. Skin's got to be thick to survive in a forsaken land like this one. And your hammer better be heavy. Speaking of forsaken lands, how did you lot end up here?
We came in on an airship. As we approached, pirates ambushed us.
Seems right enough. Though not quite pirates, as you say. Bandits. Simple as that. Just thugs full of hot air. But they've been a right pain in the arse recently.
Bandits. Who do they work for?
Well, being bandits. Themselves, mostly. That said, they're acting differently the last few moons. Less scatterbrained, more organized. As a few of us left a bit worried.
We were separated from some friends during the battle. We think they may have them, or know where they are. We'd like to chat with them.
Chat. A few weaklings came by causing trouble last dawn. Chased them off down the south road. You can head that way if you think you'll find your friends.
If we don't, they'll regret it.
Keep your head up. They must have a camp down there somewhere. What do you need?
Avoiding the south road, Saeed. We'll live there soon enough. As you say.
What do you need? Don't get killed. Yep, I'm still here. Goodbye. Hungry? Half pint or full?
Fought bravely today. Aramis will be proud. Thank you. Wait, where are you going? You're just stepping out for a minute. You get some rest. What about you? Don't you ever sleep? Not if I can help it. You don't need to worry. The inn's safe, as far as I can tell. Calibretto won't leave your side. Isn't that right? Get some sleep, okay? Okay. Not me and worry about it. Lord of this oddly shaped hut. Strange tinkering continues. Tinkering stops now. This tinkering sound stops briefly. What's the meaning of this? Oh my, war gold. That is almost fascinating enough to warrant my time. Being fascinating is a requirement. Yes. Now please stop knocking and go away. And I expect you to buff out the damage in my beautiful antique entry. Overcharged cannon. Sure. Serrated claws. Why not? The Booty Blade. When I tell you this was for sure done on purpose. The Booty Blade. Like, yeah, I know pirates, but come on, bro. That, you know, even with pirates, we all know what you use booty for. Commander's garb, berserker's vestments. I can't buy any of this shit, apparently. I get it. Figure it out, I suppose. Cannon fire. Get back. There's a cannon emplacement on the ridge to the east. We cannot go any further. The risk is too great. Damn. Appears to have been the town well. It's in bad shape. It doesn't smell very good either. Inspecting the well confirms that it does smell terrible. Flat round things like dirt, dust, and dirt spread evenly across the surface. Nothing else. Cool. We'll report to you. Told you was gonna have it. That was awful presumptuous of you. Pretty big. What are they trying to keep out? Or in? Either way, doubt we're getting it. At least not yet. Yeah, you may be right. I feel cold just looking at this. It's already cold. It's like cold in real life. Like, it's fucking freezing down here. So... heal myself because of that. Because the level ups, they aren't that far. Oh wow. So everything creates a dungeon, I guess. Barricades in the middle of a forest. Somewhere here. Yes. We should proceed with caution. Damn. Looks like someone was here recently. The smell is certainly fresh. The bandit Grimbeard drove off? Ambush. I don't like you either. Worked for me. The letter he was carrying had the seal. Must be important. What does it say? Hard to tell. Half smeared in blood. It does say outsiders, which must be us. Also references an outpost. Smith in town, they know what's happening. Why do I feel like this is gonna get complicated?
Sid.
Favorite around the time of Kickstarter Fest. This game was Kickstarted, I believe, for quite a bit of money.
Hungry? Be will.
I wanted this so bad, just because it looked cool. Because there's no way there were that many Battle Chaser fans. Like, that's just not what happens. It's not that it's a bad storyline or it's a bad, like, it's not bad
More
at all.
talk.
I mean, like,
Keep your eyes
be
up.
real, you know? They're ridiculous. I'm trying to get the hang of this nonsense. Health drop. I'm probably not taking it. Doesn't boost attack that much.
Stay a while. Yeah, have a seat. Sid. Hello. Stay away. Safe travels. You're back. And nearly in one piece.
I believe we found the bandit you chased out of town. In his possession was a letter we were unable to fully decipher.
Hey, let's have a look.
Anything else?
No, fuck, I missed the dialogue.
Outsiders arriving at the island. Likely to, complicate things.
Outsiders? Does that mean us?
Well, it's hard to make out entirely. But it speaks of the Iron Outpost. That can be sure.
What's that? And where is it?
Mightiest military fortification south of the snows. Long abandoned. But bandits have been going in and out a lot lately. Sky's no why. Gate north of town is locked to keep people from wandering that way. Here's the key.
Ah, there's that.
Well, you look likely to survive. But just in case, I've got a fine weapon or two for sale here that may come in handy. If the talking turns to fighting, some others around town have useful wares as well. You might ask around, see what you can find. If they answer your knocks, that is. Come on in.
Is it worth it?
Come on in, careful. Back. Well, that's all.
I hear you're going beyond the North Gate. Maybe you aren't as boring as I thought. Take this flask. It will bring anyone who's fallen in battle right back up. They are limited, but should ensure you live long enough to pay me another visit.
Very nice.
You had a voice nothing like what I said?
Very nice. Yes? Mmm.
You just left the door unlocked? Didn't they tell you they had a reason why they did it like that? They was like, no, I don't care about that reason. What they got to do with us? You know, I've been wondering. There we go. I wondered how you saved it. The ruins just off the road. They look military. This must be one of the Iron Coast's old way stations. Which means the outpost was nearby. Should we search it? Doesn't seem like the highest priority. why you took all of that. Man, fuck yeah, I needed that. I for sure needed that. It was getting rough out here.
The name of this game always made me think it was a racing game.
Battle Chasers? Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. I had like this explanation at the start of the stream. It's like, it was based on like a comic book, like a fantasy comic book. Dude, Battle Chasers is like a racing game. I guess it'd be like a Twisted Metal type game. Did we not see a similar looking device on the outskirts of harm's way? Seems useless. Though in ruins, the former scale of this mighty fortress is evident. Nature has begun reclaiming the yellow stone, and the smell of moss fused with the salted breeze, swirling around the entrance. Now crawling with bandits, it's time to figure out what power is drawing looters and criminals to the ancient site. Sure, why not? A bold engraving is set at the base of the statue. Here the Watcher keeps vigil over the iron outpost, with warning for those who would enter. Tread lightly, tread lightly.
This is the Iron Outpost.
It's well lit for an abandoned outpost.
Our approach hasn't been subtle. We should be prepared for resistance inside.
When are we not prepared?
I mean, I don't know when you got thrown out the fucking airport. Like how when the robot went down, the guy's responsive. And I ain't like him no way. It's other people. Stop hitting her. You don't know it. You wound up losing. saw something interesting? I see Chase Owens. They gave Chase Owens a title? What? Then again, I mean, if Yoshihashi can get a title, anybody can get a title, man. And Chase Owens was good in the ring. He just, you know, he was in that spot where they just never did anything with him. Is it a tag title or is it a singles title? I don't know how he got it. And it's a singles title and it's an old one. Really? Who's the weakest one? Fuck, I wasn't paying no mind. This man is a joke. What? Somehow he got the NWA Texas Heavyweight Championship. What? I mean, I guess he's doing something different. Because it almost sounds like he made up a title just so he could have a title. Like,
Yeah!
been around since the 1930s. Like, yeah, man, this man went and dug in the trash. It's been inactive for about 9 years. He was presented the belt. Like, yeah, he basically went and dug in the trash and found the title. Like, and I'm not saying the title that he's trash. I'm just saying, man, you went and found this title that nobody using for like 9 years straight. They was like, hey, you know, we'll give it to him. Like, for what? Like, what have you done to earn this title? That feels like a glitch. That reminds me, I watched the AEW Japanese women's tournament. Where they did the first round of the brackets for the overall AEW women's championship tournament. That was really good. It's just AEW might have the most predictable booking in all of wrestling. And I think predictable booking is good when you're like setting up a story. Hold on. You notice a book with an ornate cover, but when you open it, all of its pages empty. Just as you're about to turn away, words magically appear across the first page. Would you like to read the story? It asks you. There's a pen on the stand next to the book. First, I need to know more about you. Are you a warrior or a rogue? If great warrior, Khan Zansi, pursuing the evil sorceress Elisime, tracked her to a floating castle in the sky. Khan debated whether to enter through the front entrance or the back entrance for a moment, before making his tactical decision. Khan, not living up to his reputation, entered cowardly through the back. He found himself in a dark, maze-like dungeon, full of traps and spiders. Caught off guard, a log smashed into his chest and knocked him down, damaging him. Our hero entered the throne room of the floating castle and saw the sorceress, Elisime, sitting on her throne, smiling. "I've been waiting for this," she said, and quickly stood up and hurled a fireball in this direction. He dashed recklessly through the fireball? No, he raised his shield to deflect the fireball. Khan raises his shield, the bulwark of the people. That's a dope name for a shield. The bulwark of the people, as it has become known, and deflects the fireball harmlessly. Before Elisime can prepare another spell, Khan runs her through with his sword. She falls to the ground, defeated. Elisime is at the hero's mercy. She looks up at him with cold green eyes. "You think you're a hero? You're nothing but a pawn. Do your worst. You disgust me," she says. Our hero sealed Elisime away in a magical prison forever. She has eternity to consider her actions and regret them, but most likely she will only grow colder. The hero, however, gaining the moral high ground, felt his defenses grow slightly stronger. Prison. You think the game audio is a little too loud? Is that better? Cool. But yeah, I was gonna say, like, man, I was watching the AEW tournament, and I mean, like, it's good to have like predictable booking to a point, because that means you set up a story, and if the audience is following along and paying attention, they understand that this character has to go over, this character has to win this battle, this other character should lose. That's cool, but sometimes it gets so predictable. Like that whole tournament literally was just like, have they been booked on AEW before? Well, they're about to win right now. Like what? That's what you got from me? Let's see. That's crazy if that's how they booked them. Yeah, I mean, like, the women's tournament they did today, they put it on YouTube. It was like 8 Japanese women. Well, 8 women from... Same thing. Well, not really the same thing, but kind of the same thing. In this case. They had, like, these 8 Japanese women wrestlers. And, like, the only ones that won were the ones that had been booked before. Like, even in cases where you were like, there's no need for this person to win. They don't have to win. And you have, like, this super over person, even though they haven't been in AEW before. People really like this character, just make them win. And they were like, no, we're just gonna let the people who you already know win. It's like, well, what's the point? Oh my god, why did you hit so hard? Ow. I hate this. Damage you didn't deserve. Like, they had so much hype around Maki Ito, only for her to lose, and I'm like, this could have just as well not happened. Like, y'all could have just let Maki Ito go over. Even though I like Real Mizunami quite a bit, and the matches as a whole, the matches were all great. Despite that, I'm still like, this didn't have to happen this way. Run up and get done, bro. Fishing is a fun, relaxing activity, and it can also bring its own special rewards. Just make sure you have a good rod and lure equipped, from the fishing section of your compendium. Walk up to the edge of the water and cast your line. Once you have a fish on your hook, pull your rod in the opposite direction the fish is swimming in order to reel it in. Be careful not to pull in the wrong direction, or your line may break. That's cool. I'm not that interested. Yoshihashi got a taste of gold and he said he wants some more. Yoshihashi is not getting another title. He can forget that. That's not what's popping off. He got the never open weight 6-man title, which is cool. And I mean, like, they could have been gave him that. Like, he had long put in the work to get something like that. I'm not even sure what other titles you can put on Yoshihashi other than like another tag title. Like, I'm pretty sure the never open weight is gone to somebody important at the moment. I know for a fact the Intercontinental is on somebody important. I want to say it's back on Tanahashi. And of course we got the big belt. So like, where is he going? I feel the same, to be honest, because when I first saw him, I was like, damn, he kind of not there. I like Yoshihashi. Like, when I seen him in, the first time I really got to see him was in the G1 2018. And I guess I kind of like him because I feel bad for him. Like a little bit of an underdog. But as a bit of an up and up. That's good. Like, there really shouldn't be a wrestler in your company that's so much of a joke that you couldn't see him with any fight. Like, that just should not be. Like, if you have a wrestler in your company and you can't see them with the title, you shouldn't have them hired. Like, they shouldn't be. Like, you can have like a freelancer come in and job for your real wrestlers. But if you can't see them holding any title, not a tag title, not a mid-card title, not no title, why are they there? Even if you have to make up some shit like the up-and-comer title or some shit like that. Like, whatever you gotta do, it should never be a case of just sitting there like, I just couldn't see myself putting this title on him. Like, why not? Like, don't be employing losers, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't G1 2018 the one they went and talked to fans about their favorites? Was that the one? I know G1 2018 had Hangman Page in it, and Tanahashi teased like eventually doing something like forming a faction with Hangman Page and shit, which you could actually do that story now. And I mean, like, as charming as the Dark Order have become, I'd rather see Hangman Page team up with Tanahashi. You could do both, but we not finna do both, so. And everybody knows it, so as soon as I open this door. Really, that's dope. Yeah, I think it was because there was one chick who believed in Yoshihashi. She cried for him. Bless her heart. Yeah. Believe in that nigga, but not that much. Now, by all means, there's certain things like you get to the G1 and I don't expect you, although there really shouldn't be anyone in the G1 that you couldn't see winning the G1. Like, if you got to bring in some outsiders to do that, to like make it be like, you know, somebody that like, yeah, you know, they could, even though he's not a part of it, like, if they decided to go in a direction like that, they could. That's what you got to do. But what you can't do is have somebody in there where it's like, yeah, they got zero chance of winning this title. It's like, yo, man, why is he here? Ugh. But yeah, well, you're right. That was the one. Like, that was the tournament. Like, the one where Yoshihashi, like, they was, I think, when they gonna give Yoshihashi a shot at the never open weight title. If he's turned up his performance, I could absolutely see that. That would say a lot about the company too, like, that they can recover a character like that. The real character that keep getting lost is the Tokyo Pimp. That man don't do nothing but take L's. I wish he had a redemption run because honestly he was a junior if I remember correctly. And I think he could take off. It's kind of the same with Ibushi. I believe that. Let's see if that fixes the audio because it even got loud for me and I feel like I'm yelling too much. I can't stand that. I don't mind projecting, but like if I gotta yell, then we do it a lot. Bushi gets overshadowed by the other juniors in his group more than the ones outside of LIJ. I've talked about this with other people before. Bushi's not there to stand out, to be honest with you. His goal is to be the guy in the multi-man matches that takes the pin. Because you can't have somebody like Sonata or Tetsuya Naito or Hiromu Takahashi. You can't have people like that taking pins, bro. It don't look good. So you had to have somebody in the group that can take a pin. And the thing is, that's so important of a role that even if Bushi all of a sudden became like that dude in the ring, what you still will wind up having is somebody else would have to join LIJ so that Bushi wouldn't have to take the pin. Like, somebody got to take the pin in those multi-man matches, because you can't have too many people taking L's. It look bad. Like, too many top stars, they can't just be taking L's like that. It don't look good. Ah, shit. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Understand that. It's just weird when I look back on his record and he's won stuff, but now he's just a pin taker. I'm telling you, man, like, when you even when you go back and look at not just LIJ, but every faction in New Japan, there's a like, when you look at a multi-man match, if you really pay attention on both sides of the match, you can figure out, like, if the person loses. Let me phrase that differently. You can look at both sides of the match, like, even if it's like a 4 or 5 person match, you can look at both sides of the match and go, okay, if that person's in the ring right then, that team can lose. Like, if you got a match and it's like, you know, 5-on-5 with LIJ versus Suzuki-gun, and if you see Bushi in the ring, that means there's a very strong chance. If Bushi's in the ring for too long, there's a very strong chance that LIJ winds up losing. Bushi takes the pin. If you see, I don't know who's on Suzuki-gun right now. It used to be old Iron Claw, the dude that kept biting everybody. Iizuka? Yeah. If he was in the ring, like, it was a chance, like, they could definitely lose, get washed. Let's see. What is this? Lock myself out. Keep forgetting. Was it 4, 3, 2, 1? Don't tell me it was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, then 3, then 2? Ah, beginning to remember. Hit each only once. First it was half 4, then a third of 3. The journal then trails off into bizarre, winding, meaningless thoughts. Ugh, I don't want to talk no fucking pin. Which is which? How do you even know? I might come back to this later. But yeah, I know they just had like a New Japan event recently. I don't know how good it was. Well, I say that they all tend to be great. So wow, that worked in my favor. I assume had I been hit by that, it would have hurt like a bitch. It's called Road to Castle Attack, which sounds new to me. That's definitely new. They haven't done that before. But periodically, they'll change up and just add a pay-per-view or add an event that you've never heard of before. You just be sitting there like, bro, what are they talking about? So I got money on me again. That part's nice. Oof, okay. Uh-oh. Also, did you hear that Ibushi is gonna do a title unification? Just throwing that out there in case you cared. I was actually just thinking about that not too long ago. Like the whole thing of you having a title, like 2 titles, like a double champ, that can only work for so long. One of 2 things has gotta happen. Either you have to defend that title twice in the same night, and you lose one of them, and you keep the other one, or you have it for so long that somebody's just like, look, it's a unification match. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and unify these titles. These one title. Because New Japan kind of has a lot of titles anyway. They have the main title, the Intercontinental, which is about to be 1 title now, the Never Openweight, the U.S. title. So that's like 4 singles titles that are just for heavyweight. That's too many. That's who has that title right now. What's his face? Tanahashi has it. Tanahashi has the Never Openweight title. The Never Openweight and the 6-man tag. Well, I mean, like, yeah, you got tag titles too. So you have the tag title, the Never Openweight title. Yeah, it's oh my bad. The Never Openweight 6-man, and then the heavyweight tags, and then of course you do have the junior heavyweights who have their own set of titles. It's a lot of titles in New Japan. Yeah, you gotta think about it. Even when you talk about like Wrestle Kingdom rarely has like a singles title. Like, my bad. Wrestle Kingdom rarely has just like a singles match for the sake of having a singles match. Most of those matches be like titles that you fighting over some kind of title, and it still be like 10 titles in one night. I don't know who that is. He looked like a real one. But I tell you what though, because I tell you what, I have to be up at 10 o'clock tomorrow because I need to get ready for the Avengers stream, for the Avengers deep dive stream. We're gonna do a live stream of that. So I will be back tomorrow very early. We will be back actually on stream in about 10 hours. We'll do a stream. We'll do a live stream of the deep dive, and then I'll probably be back later that night with more of this or Atelier Raza. It just depends. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. I will put this up tomorrow morning, and I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon-ish, like noon. I guess at noon. I'll see you guys at noon. I appreciate you for coming through, Will. I hope you enjoyed, the wrestling conversation and the bit of Battle Chasers. Later, y'all.